Morning. Crypto market summary. We're going to run through the Binance FTX debacle that happened yesterday. Red Mike confirmed. Notice the portfolio. Everything's down massive. Why that happened? Well, we're battling the Giga Chads as we did and as we mentioned in this previous story. But let's go back a little bit in time and see what happened here. So SBF 2017 funds Alameda Research. Its company makes a ridiculous amount of money trading Bitcoin pricing differences between exchanges. Step number one. FTX is founded in 2019 by SBF. It's incubated by Alameda Research. Those two are very closely tied together. You'll see that a lot if you do a little bit of research in there. Interesting developments coming out. Nothing's for sure. Still a lot of investigations. 2019, FTX needs money to raise. Binance, the other exchange, one of their competitors, invests into FTX. So they in FTX launched their coin FTT in May 2019. That comes into play here just in a bit here. So you'll see that come. But basically the top two exchanges, FTX and Binance. That's where the majority of the world goes to trade all of their crypto. And so Binance CZ has a big stake in it. In 2021, as part of Binance's exit from FTX last year, Binance received about $2 billion USD equivalent in cash in BSD and FTT tokens. So he's got a bunch of FTT tokens, but CZ on the bottom here is just waving to FTX, waving to SBF. So 2021, we're looking at, so he exited FTX, but he receives that money, and now SBF kind of gives him a finger here. So October 29th, this was just not too long ago, excited to see CZ repping the industry in DC going forward, talking about regulation. He is allowed to go to DC, right? Kind of gives him the middle finger. I don't know if I'd be doing that if I had, an investor that had $2 billion into my company. It might not be $2 billion, but it was pretty close. It doesn't, $1 billion, who gives a shit? It's a lot of money. All of a sudden, CoinDesk comes out, releases a report that Alameda is basically made up of FTT coin. What does that mean? Well, let's take a look. They pulled the curtains back, and you see it's just like, okay, kind of weird. There's some more details behind it. I'm just giving a quick summary here. So yesterday, CZ's like, in light of recent events, I'm going to get rid of all my FTT. So you see these huge billionaires fighting on Twitter, which is crazy because imagine before, this is all stuff that just happens in boardrooms. And now it's just on Twitter and on Elon's Twitter of everything. So BZ announced that he's going to sell his FTT coin, and it dumps. Was that 20? Alameda said, the CEO said they're going to buy everything at 22. And that was supposed to indicate some strength at $22. It did not hit it. It went down to, I think it almost touched $2. It's at $4. I just looked at it. But basically what happened is that was the coin that FTX uses, and FTX had to halt withdrawing funds. They lost liquidity. They didn't have any money. Moments later, Binance signs intent to purchase FTX. FTX ran out of money. They needed some money. Instead of dumping on all retail, looks like CZ is going to pick it up for next to nothing. I don't know. We don't know what the deal is. It still has to go through due diligence. So they have to go through the books, make sure everything's okay. Doesn't open up to anything, I guess, damaging, I guess. I don't know. I've never been part of one of those, and obviously all this stuff is just a quick summary. This is not financial advice. This is just me building a PowerPoint early in the morning. Just trying to get the bigger picture of what's going on here. So if you enjoyed that, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate all the time you're spending on this channel. Hit the subscribe, tell your friends. Really helps Guy out here. Just a new channel, small amount of views. But we're here every day talking about what's going on. Lots of the time we'll go through Twitter. You'll see I'll bookmark a whole bunch of things through Twitter. Some of the interesting stuff, and we'll go through here. So this is one. This is all the companies that were part of the FTX raises over the years. So you can see Binance in 2020 or 2019. Ontario Teachers Pension Plan was part of it in the Series B and Series C. I think these companies are going to get hurt. SBF put this letter out. You can kind of read it here. It's not too long. What's the meme? Yeah, what's that's the one I'm looking for. I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you though, or sorry that it happened. Where'd that go? So you see that? I mean, it's just all over the place. You can see CZ still talking about it. Even yesterday they had Do Kwon. Shkreli was on this up only Twitch channel. It was quite the weird day. SBF's net worth went from 14 billion to 999 million in 24 hours. That's crazy. One crazy thing that I read is I'm starting to wonder if there's a connection between Elon Musk selling Tesla shares for 4 billion and the downfall of SBF. Is he planning a partnership with CZ in the bio? Was this the plan all along? So is Binance gonna be, the exchange for Twitter if Twitter becomes some sort of exchange? I don't know. There's a couple other Wizard of Soho had a couple little other suggestions of how it would go on. There's a lot of information out there on Twitter, man. Just it's quite entertaining and it's quite educational. Twitter Spaces were really good as well. So part of the show is we're also going to through a daily crypto summary, kind of go through the prices and stuff like that, just to keep an eye and a finger on the pulse of crypto, just to understand what's going on. I don't want to miss any new trends coming up, so I'm going to rip through that. But again, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. Really appreciate it if you did. What we're seeing here today, Red Mike confirmed we lost $200 billion in market cap, coin market cap in the last 6 days. We are almost, I don't even know when we were back under 800 million before. I have been tracking this. I've been doing this every day since May, and I haven't seen that. 17,000 Bitcoin. I mean, Solana, that was, yeah. So here's some shit coins. Let's see what's going on in the wonderful world of shitcoins here. I don't know how all of this affects that. I'd imagine, 2.6. Shitcoins volume has been ripping. King ZZ is the number one. Yeah, that's not even right. It's 4294. Half an ETH transition. That's pretty crazy. See, King ZZ, that's FTT. Obviously, all memes. CZZilla, Chad Zhao. And then we look at the BNB one as well. So, I'd imagine that this one probably took off a little bit. FTT, Fly to Treasure. There is 25, 180. That's a lot. That's some big volume on there. What do we got here? So actually tomorrow we got CPI announcement. That's going to be a big one. That's going to move some markets. Looking to really see what the core inflation is. Headline inflation 8.2 was the previous. Core inflation 6.6. That is a lot. Let's see what happens here. 180,000 SOL traded on Magic Eden, which isn't. That's crazy. That's like double the amount that it's been in the last little bit, but the same amount in US dollars, just because Sol has took such a hit. I think there were some challenges with I guess SBF had some exposure, or I don't know. Somehow it was in there. I don't know the whole story, but he had a lot of Sol, and it's also taken a hit. I'm glad I didn't buy any. I was thinking about buying some at 20 whatever. Just can't believe finally one of my plays, I'll call it a play, my procrastination. Woo, look at the oil prices here coming down a little bit. Natural gas in Europe going up. Natural gas in the States coming down. Good for inflation. Bonds, what's going on in the bonds? 4.67. So the US 2-year is coming down a little bit. It's still high. The spreads increased. Dixie's down. SPX, that's the SPF, SPF. That's the S&P 500. I'm gonna rip through this. So I'll just do it off camera here, but basically just take the ENS volumes and run it through my Gripper and Ripper spreadsheet just to get all of this information. I want to know what's what, right? Looking like ENS is climbing down. So I'm always looking at the 10K club. All this other stuff's too rich for my blood, but it's coming down. I've dabbled in this. I said I was gonna buy one under an ETH. And it's getting cheaper and cheaper to buy an ETH, so I might just have to pull the trigger here. There's no way that's going away. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I've missed a couple runs on that one. I made a bunch of money, but just to offset my losses. So now I'm just gonna go through Flips Finance here, put it through this kind of same little deal. Put it into this guy. Just copy and paste the highest floor. And then I just rip through. Oh, I didn't even copy. Whatever. And then this. So we'll rip through like this. I got to go through CryptoPunks because they have their own marketplace, 64.25. So we're looking here like down. Everything's down, 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 down. Mutants are at 12.1. I'd love to buy a mutant. Never fade Yuga, right? 0.34 Rug Jennies. Rug Radios. So Rec Guy's holding pretty steady. Anonymized holding pretty steady. Ether Orcs. That's a good time to buy as well. There's a lot of good purchases right now. Wow. Cybercon babies too, ETH. Crazy good for them. 4.2 consortium key. What are we at? 4 ETH for consortium key. Yeah, those guys just print money, man. I'm so sad I missed those guys. Missed that 1.19. Anyways, that's what we're at. Hopefully you guys like it. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys.